Very good morning students and happy Diwali in advance to all of you. Then we was discussing last class Tuesday class media and money, how they are getting money, what is their expense, like that things we was discussing, and the influence of ads in our day to day life also we thought little bit. And we are moving to the next part, that is the media and democracy. In democracy, the media plays a very important role in providing news and discussing events taking place in the country and the world. And we know this yesterday, day before yesterday, we was watching about the by election result of Bihar and by election result of some other states, and we was thinking about which party will come, like that. And those who are interested in politics, they was watching. Then another one news was about before that up to Tuesday we was thinking about the who will be the next American president and the election and counting and recounting, like that things it came in the news, and those who observe, you might have heard all these things. And with that we heard about the launching of the satellite from India. Then we have seen the debates is going on, the age going to increase of the girl child, the marriage age of the girls are going to increase up to 21 instead of 18, like that debates and discussions are going on. With that, another discussions are going on about the vaccine, COVID vaccine. So we are getting all information from different parts of the world, not only Indian, outside also. And it is on the base of the information that citizen can, for example, learn how the government works. Because of this information we are getting day by day or hour to hour, we are getting the information. From that we can understand how the government is respond to the needs of the people or reacting against the needs of the people, that we can understand. And often they wish to, they can take action on the base of these news stories. How the news story is coming, according to that what we will do, we may respond positively or negatively to that one, or in other words we can say we will respond and react to it. And how we can join with this one, we can actively participate in many way, like that public protest or what we can say signature campaign, like that many way. And we have seen last year when we were studying in 6th standard, end of that time, December onwards, we was hearing like that CCA bill or the citizenship bill passed in the parliament, and people was agitated against that, and many protest was going on. And in many Hindus, they changed to Muslim community to show their solidarity with this Muslim people, because in the bill it is coming against the Muslim people. So many people, even in Tamil Nadu, in Coimbatore, Salem or in Chennai, many people they converted, not like that 10 or 20. Thousands of people they converted in the same day to Islam religion, because to show that solidarity, like that in different way we can participate in the response, or we can show our reaction to the government. Then for some of the ways it is given here in the textbook, some of the ways in which they can do this by writing letters to the concerned minister, organizing a public protest, starting a signature campaign, asking the government to rethink of its program. So given the role of that the media plays in providing information, how we are getting we are starting to respond or react, because we are getting the information from whom? Media. It is important that the information be balanced. Let us understand what we mean by the balanced media reporting by reading two versions of the same news even given in the next page. So we want to get the balanced information. Some media may exaggerate things, some media won't give that information, like that things. If we reading only one newspaper, we will get a partial information about particular thing. For that purpose, here it is given two same incident, it is given the two media how they are presented. Crackdown of polluting factories. Violent protesters by the owners and the workers brought the city to the standstill today. People getting to work could not do so on time because the huge traffic jams. The owners and workers are protesting the government's decision to close down polluting factory units. Although the government did take this decision rather hostility. The protests have known for the quite some time that their units are not legal. Moreover, the level of the pollution in the city will greatly reduced by this closure. Mr. Jain, a well-known figure in the city, said, "With our city gradually becoming India's the new business hub, it is important that it be clean and green city. Polluting factories should be removed. The factory owners and workers should accept the relocation being offered by the government instead of protesting." That is the one news. And another news, same incident, the closure of the 1 lakh factories in the city's residential area is likely to become a serious issue. On Monday, thousands of the factory owners and workers took the street to strongly protest this closure. They said that their livelihood would be lost. They said that the fault lies with the municipal corporation because it continued to issue license for the new factories to set up in the residential area. They also said that there were no adequate relocation effort. The owners and the workers plan a one-day city bandh to protest against this closure. Mr. Sharma, one of the factory owners, said, "The government says that it has done a lot to relocate us, but the areas they have set us to have no facilities and have not been developed for last 5 years." So we can see the two news report about the same thing, and the one party, the people, those who are the city people, they are thinking like that. The first report, they are standing for the people of that area, those who are suffering because of the pollution of the factory. Another one media standing for the factory owners, and they are saying that it is the fault of the municipal corporation because they only given the license to all the factories to start in the residential area. At the same time, they are saying like that what the government is planning to relocate us in that area, there is no development at all. Okay, so the fact is that if you had read either newspaper, you would only know one side of the story. So if you are reading both sides, we can understand there is a specific interest of the government to protect the people from the pollution one side. At the same time, which area they are showing, that area is not at all good for the factory development and other things. So the government want to think and they want to relocate, or in the future when they are giving the license, they want to think like that. Many aspects when we will get when we are reading both newspapers. And if you are reading 5 newspaper reports as the same news, maybe they will give in a different way. So if you are reading only one newspaper, we are getting the partial information. If you had read the news of India, you would mostly like to think the protesters are the nuisance. Means they are thinking the newspaper standing for the city, ordinary people of that area. They are disrupting traffic and continually polluting the city with their factory leaves with a bad impression about them. But on the other hand, if you had read the story of India Daily, you would know that the protests are because lots of livelihood will be lost if the factory close because of the relocation effort have not been adequate. Like that, if you are reading only one, we will come to know that partial only. Either of these stories is balanced report. A report is the one that discuss all points of view of a particular story and then leaves it to the readers to make up their minds. So the media, what is their responsibility? They should give a balanced report in front of the people. Writing a balanced report, however, depends on the media being independent. If the media is independent, then only they can give a balanced report. And independent media means, please underline that one, that no one should control and influence its coverage of news. The media, if it is free from all the barriers like the controlling of the political people or money matter, like that things, like that media we can call it independent media. Then no one should control, maybe in the name of political power or in the name of cash rewards, like that they should not get any control or any influence. Then no one should tell the media what can be included and what should not be included in the news story. So the media, they should decide, the independent media, they will decide what they want to include in the in media report and what should not include, that they are deciding. And independent media is important in democracy. So as a democratic country, we also want to get the independent media. If we are thinking the our medias, for example the newspaper, Hindu Express, the Indian Express, then Deccan Herald, like that many newspaper there. If we are reading the same news from the same event or from all three newspaper, we will get three aspects. From that we can understand that these newspapers are not that much independent, but fairly independent. Hindu newspaper or the Indian Express, but nowadays it is, in olden days it was totally independent newspaper. Nowadays it is not like that. It is also getting the influence of some of the political parties or the people, those who are giving the ad from them also they are getting the influence. So as you read above, it is on the base of the information that media provides that we take action as a citizen. So it is important that is information is reliable or not biased. So when we are going to react to some of the against some of the news, or when we are giving response to the some of the news, and we want to think that news is reliable news or not, that particular media we can depend or not, they are not get any influence from any party or any what we can say this political power or money matter, like that. However, the reality is that media is far from independent. No one media is like that. They are getting without any influence, they are not working. Even DD channels are the government channels. According to the which government is ruling, according to that they are getting the influence to give the news. This is mainly because of two reasons. The first is the control of the government has on the media. In every government, the state governments are controlling the state medias, and they are, according to the who is ruling, according to that they are getting the influence. Then when the government prevents either a news item or a scene from the movie or a lyrics of the song from being shared with the larger public, this is referred to as censorship. The government is saying, we are having the censor board, and the censor board that is working under the government, and they will say before sending the news or the movie or song, they will watch it and they will say like that this particular part should not be there, or they want to make modification, and this process is known as censorship. The government is preventing the some part of the news or some part of the movie or lyrics or like that things, it is comes under censorship. And there have been period in India history when the government censored the media. The worst of this was the emergency between 1975 to 1977. When the emergency period in India, the censorship was very strict, and the media was not able to send the proper information to the people. That was the condition on that time. Again, what does TV do to us and what we can do with TV? Okay, that we will continue in next.